I've been able to scale my business from zero to $45,000 a month, and there's one secret that helped me get there above anything else. It's not meditating, and it's definitely not grinding 24/7. I'm talking about deep work. And you're probably thinking, well, deep work is nothing new, so why should I listen to you? Well, in 2022, I became a new dad. In December of that year, I had also launched my new business. And then in January 2023, I was able to take that business from zero to $45,000 in 7 months whilst raising my son. And that's $45,000 a month, not $45,000 in total revenue. So when it comes to being busy and working effectively and getting the stuff that you need to get done in business, I know exactly how to make it happen. You see, most entrepreneurs are doing deep work wrong. And I've helped multiple 6- and 7-figure business owners do just that. I've worked with Hamza, creator with over 2.5 million followers, and I've added an extra $100,000 a month to his business and improved his productivity by 2.5 hours a day using the exact steps, the exact understanding I'm about to give you in this video. So if you're an entrepreneur who's looking to work less, make more money, and get more done in less time, or you already think you know everything there is to know about productivity and how to actually perform at your best level 100% of the time, I guarantee you that if you watch this video to the end and implement the exact strategy that I'm going to teach you, your focus, your work output, and most importantly, the growth of your business will actually transform. Let's dive in. But here's where most entrepreneurs go wrong. They think that working hard is deep work, but deep work is so much more than working hard. Deep work is about working smart. Now, you've all heard the term of working smart, and deep work is that. It's getting more done in less time and doing the right things. It's a method where you focus without distraction. You lose sense of time and you get stuff done. You're not watching the clock and worrying and stressing about the things that you have to do in your day. You are in what we call a flow state. Cal Newport describes deep work as a superpower. And if you've read his book about deep work and the rules of deep work in a distracted world and how to focus, you'll realize it allows you to quickly master complicated information and distill it down into very actionable steps because you are hyper-focused. Off the back of this, you'll be able to produce much better results that will put you ahead of 99% of other entrepreneurs who are working harder, working longer hours, but ultimately getting less done than you. If you dive into a project and you emerge with an answer just a few hours later and you haven't a clue what time of day it is or where the time has gone, that's the power of deep work. You all know what I'm talking about. When you've been able to do a task without ever looking at the clock, you've just been in a complete flow and 4 hours has gone by and you've made more progress than you've ever made in your life. That is exactly what deep work is. This is deep work in action. So deep work versus normal work. Let's compare the two and break it down. Normal work might involve checking emails, doing meetings, doing basic bookings on your calendar, doing a little bit of content, writing a post. That's basic normal work. That's entry-level stuff. This is a day filled with activities, but no real progress. So whenever you hear someone say, I'm busy, it's probably because they're filling their day full of things like this. They're not doing deep work. They're not actually making progress. Deep work, on the other hand, described by Greg McKeown in his book Essentialism, it involves focusing on what truly matters. When you focus on what truly matters, you eliminate the rest. So for instance, when writing a report or you're creating a new project or you're creating a new community or you're needing to record videos just like this one, deep work helps you create a level of quality in your work that simple normal work can't compete with. There's a level of depth and creativity to your outputs that nothing else can match. Deep work just doesn't increase your productivity. It actually transforms the quality of what you produce. Now, according to studies from Harvard, progress in meaningful, purposeful work is the biggest motivator in life. As Alex Hormozi said, you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror. You build confidence by having a stack of undeniable proof that you can do the work. Deep work helps you actually achieve this. So how do you actually implement deep work? How do you set yourself up to get into this deep work state time and time again? Let me tell you, it starts with preparation. You need to prepare and you need to prioritize. Decide what tasks need your undivided attention and what can wait till tomorrow. And you will know this by knowing your long-term goal. So many entrepreneurs are working in the weeds. They're working on the bottom level of their business time and time again. They're not moving up and looking down and seeing the bigger picture. You have to know what the long-term goal is. You have to know exactly what you're aiming for. You also need to create an environment and a dedicated workspace with zero distraction. This is a place that allows you to lock into a deep work state. It's a sanctuary for making progress and zoning in on the one thing you need to do in that particular time. This is exactly why in my office, I've got good lighting. I've got minimal distractions on the wall. You can see the gray and the white. It looks a little bit like a mental asylum because it allows me to lock in and be creative. I don't have loads of posters, writing, pictures on the wall. It's very simple and it allows my brain to just calm down and focus on the thing in front of me that I need to complete. The other thing you need to do is actually prepare your mind properly. You can do this very, very well, very, very quickly by just allowing yourself to get into a state of calmness, serenity. Again, your environment can help you do that, but not being in a stressed mindset. So I wouldn't go and consume loads of things on social media and stress my nervous system or the stimulation in my body if I needed to get into deep work. Another thing as well is making sure that you avoid heavy meals. Don't go into deep work or a deep work block having just eaten a big meal. You probably heard a lot of guys talk about this, but you will just feel so lethargic and your body won't have the energy it needs channeled into your brain to actually get the deep work done. Now, if we're getting into the real details of deep work and flow states, we've got to talk about brainwaves. Studies have shown that certain brainwave states like alpha and theta can enhance focus and concentration. Now, there's plenty of stuff on YouTube that you guys can check out. If you type in theta and alpha binaural beats for focus or binaural beats for focus, there are certain frequencies that you can listen to tap into these brainwave states. Alternatively, you can even get an EEG headset or something really extreme to actually wear whilst you work. Personally, that's not me. I prefer to just do the free thing on YouTube, but there's plenty of great resources and listen to those things. This will help you induce a deeper mental state and get deeper clarity. It's the same principle as when you're asleep. When you're asleep, if you're wired up to an ECG machine or a polysomnography machine, it's going to analyze your brainwave states. And when you are in deep sleep, when you're resting, your brainwave state is theta. You can induce that deep, restful, calm state, but when you're awake, you're going to be able to focus a lot easier and declutter your mind to actually get the deep work done. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is optimizing your lifestyle and your diet for deep work. This may sound silly as an entrepreneur, but you've got to optimize your performance in order to improve your state and the quality of your work as an entrepreneur. So if I'm going to give you some nutritional tips, just know that cognitive function is heavily influenced by diet. Neuroscientist Lisa Mosconi highly recommends foods heavy in omega-3 and even supplementing with omega-3. Also, foods that aren't heavy in carbohydrates. So for those of you that are fans of carnivore out there, carnivore diets can work well for focus. Obviously, exercise is going to help with that as well. If you really need to focus, maybe you do some push-ups, maybe you do some air squats or something, or just simply going on a walk in the sun before you lock into deep work and really help boost that brainwave state, stimulate your body and get the blood into the right areas in order to lock in deep work. The thing that you need to know to master deep work is to be consistent. It's not easy to get into it time and time again. The more consistent you are, the better chance you have of doing it. So don't just do it for a week and give up when you've only achieved it 2 out of 7 days. Understand that routine has the power to unlock your deep work. Make sure that you're consistent and you're disciplined with it. And I promise you, the times that you lock in and get this deep work done will put you weeks, months ahead of the competition who have no clue how to lock into the deep work. Track your progress as well. Track your attention span. Write down how long these tasks are taking you. So if you write down the task and you can break it down into segments, write down the total number of hours or minutes you've put into that task in order to complete it, and then try and beat it. Once you have this competitive drive, you'll more than likely be super consistent with your routine and be able to lock in way more easily and way more consistently to get more done. Bear in mind as well that deep work is way more than just a productivity hack. I'm not into any of these apps or any of these productivity hacks. I genuinely believe everybody has the power to be productive. The exact same things that I used with my routine, my time structure, my brainwave states, exercise, nutrition, all of these things that I've highlighted have helped me get into a deep work state more often than not and grow my business as a new dad from $0 to $45,000 a month in 7 months. You can check out the other videos on my YouTube channel and see my story of exactly how I got into this place, but just know that deep work is not luck. It is a skill that needs to be trained time and time again, and you need to be consistent. So stay the course, and I guarantee you'll see massive benefits as a result. So now I've given you an understanding of deep work and how to get into it. Just know that there's a lot more to achieve as an entrepreneur to optimize your lifestyle. As I've done with mine to get my business to where it was, and as I've done with my clients, including Hamza, to help him add 2.5 hours of productivity and over 100K per month in revenue to his business. You can check out the framework of exactly how I did that with Hamza and get the full breakdown on my YouTube channel by clicking the link to this video right now. So click that link now, get the framework, dial in your performance and dial in your sleep, just like Hamza did. Get that deep work block in every single day and you'll be amazed at the progress you make. I'll see you in the next video.